Your angels are drawing close, dear soul, because they see the questions in your heart and the longing that has been stirring inside you. They want to speak clearly so you can understand what is happening within your soulmate spirit right now. On the surface, it may seem as though your soulmate is calm, collected, and steady, but deep within them, there is a storm of emotions they can no longer hide. Their lips may not move, but their heart is speaking loudly in silence. Their soul is sending out messages that cannot be carried by words, only by energy. These messages reach you in dreams, in sudden emotions, and in that restless feeling that has no clear cause. They want you to know that your soulmate is silently struggling, but their struggle is not about confusion. It is about awakening. Something has shifted within them, something they can no longer deny. For so long, your person has lived behind walls of pride, control, and silence. They believed that if they could keep their feelings hidden, life would remain simple and safe. But now the truth has broken through. The love they carry for you has grown too loud, too powerful, too undeniable. They can no longer quiet the voice inside them that whispers your name, that pulls them toward you even when they try to resist. The angels want you to understand that this silence you are experiencing is not rejection. It is not the absence of love. Instead, it is the weight of emotions too strong for words. Your soulmate is afraid that if they speak, they will not be able to stop. They fear that if they open their heart, every wall will crumble, and they will be left vulnerable in a way they have never allowed themselves to be before. You may have already felt this energy brushing against you. Perhaps you suddenly thought of them out of nowhere, or you had a dream so vivid it felt more real than waking life. Perhaps your heart felt tight for no reason, or you found yourself glancing at your phone with the strange sense that something was coming. These are not coincidences. They are the threads of energy that connect you both, the invisible currents that carry their unspoken cries for closeness. They are reaching for you in the only way they can right now, through spirit, through prayer, through the silent call of love. The angels want you to trust what you feel. It is real. This struggle inside your soulmate is not chaos. It is clarity. They now see the truth of what you mean to them, and it is terrifying because it demands change. For years, they thought they had time, that they could wait, that they could keep things unspoken. But now, they see how fragile time truly is, and the weight of their silence feels heavy on their chest. They remember every moment they held back, every step they turned away, every chance they let slip through their fingers. And now, they fear that their silence may have cost them something sacred. They are caught in a painful tug of war between fear and desire, between the life they once built and the love they can no longer deny. The angels reveal that your soulmate is not lost. They are not wandering aimlessly. Instead, they are awakening. They are standing on the edge of transformation, feeling the pressure to finally choose love over fear, truth over silence. They want to run to you. They want to pour out everything they have kept hidden for so long, but they are still gathering courage. They are still praying for the right moment, the right words, the right way to show you that their love has never left. And so, for now, they send you signals, energetic waves, silent prayers, emotions that reach you in the quiet of the night. You may feel them beside you when no one else is there. You may sense a sudden warmth, a quiet peace, or even tears that fall without reason. These are the signs that their soul is reaching for yours. They are not absent, dear one. They are standing closer than you realize, whispering your name in the silence, asking for your spirit to feel what they cannot yet speak. The angels assure you that this is not weakness. It is the holy weight of love, a love so sacred it humbles even the strongest soul. Your soulmate has lived much of their life trying to appear strong, trying to be the protector, the one who always has the answers. But now, love has shown them a truth they cannot escape, that real strength is not in control, but in vulnerability. True leadership in love is not about power, but about presence, about showing up with honesty and humility. This is what they are learning now. The fire inside them is not the fire of ambition or control, but the holy burn of remembrance, the memory of your light, your presence, your love that touched them in ways nothing else ever has. The angels show a sacred vision, your soulmate holding a cup of love, trembling, afraid to offer it, afraid they are not enough. They worry that too much time has passed, that you have moved on, that their silence has left you confused or hurt. But still, they hold this love as something sacred, something they cannot let go of, no matter how much fear rises within them. They are learning that love cannot remain hidden forever. Their heart is overflowing, and eventually, it must spill over. The angels want you to trust this process, though you may not yet hear their words, though their silence may hurt. Their transformation is real. Love is being reborn within them, and with it, their soul is being reshaped. The angels ask you to stay open, to keep your spirit listening. Signs will continue to come, a dream, a sudden thought, a divine alignment that feels too perfect to be coincidence. These are messages from their heart, carried by unseen forces, to assure you that love is still alive, still moving, still calling you both closer. Silence, dear one, is not absence. It is preparation. It is the rebuilding of a soul learning how to love more fully, more truthfully, more openly. Your soulmate is silently weeping inside, not only in sorrow, but in release. They are letting go of pride, of fear, of the belief that control could ever protect them from love. They are surrendering to what they feel, and that surrender is rewriting everything they once believed about themselves. They are learning that they cannot master love. It must be received, embraced, and shared. They are remembering you, not as a fleeting chapter, but as the thread that wove meaning into their story. And so, dear child, the angels wrap you in comfort. They want you to know that you are not forgotten, not unloved, not left behind. You are held so deeply in your soulmate's heart that even when they wake in silence, your name rests on their lips. They may not yet know how to speak it aloud, but their soul is already speaking in ways that reach you. Trust this. Trust the divine timing that is shaping them, molding them into the version of themselves who can stand beside you with truth, not fear. Your soulmate's silence is not the end of the story. It is the pause before love speaks. It is the moment of sacred rebuilding. It is the breaking open of a heart that can no longer hide what it feels. The angels are guiding this process, and they assure you that love will find its way, whether through a word, a look, a sign, or a dream. Their heart will reach yours, because real love cannot be silenced forever. It always finds its way home. So, hold on, dear one. Keep your heart soft, your spirit open, and your faith steady. What you feel is real. What you sense is true. And soon, the silence will be broken, and the truth of this love will shine brighter than ever before. Dear one, the angels draw close to you again, wrapping you in the gentle glow of their light, for they see the heaviness that has rested on your heart and the questions that keep returning to your mind. They speak not only of your path, but of your soulmate's path, for the two are connected like rivers flowing toward the same ocean. The message they bring today is not meant to confuse you, nor to fill you with doubt. Instead, it is meant to give you peace and understanding as you watch your person move through a season that is not simple or clear. What your soulmate is experiencing is not just a wave of emotions, not just confusion, and not just distance. It is a deep spiritual unraveling that is slowly reshaping who they are. On the surface, they may appear quiet, guarded, or even distant. You may look at them and wonder if their silence means they do not care. But the angels reveal to you that their silence hides a storm, one that is not meant to destroy but to transform. Your soulmate is facing memories, fears, and regrets that they once buried, believing the past was gone. But the past has risen like waves against the shore, refusing to remain hidden. Their dreams are heavy with meaning. Their thoughts are clouded with doubts. They are being forced to face the shadows within their heart, shadows they once thought they could outrun. And in facing these shadows, they are slowly being pushed into a sacred reckoning with themselves. The angels show your soulmate walking through an emotional forest. The path is dim, covered with fog. At times they pause, uncertain of which way to turn. At times they feel the pull of love and intuition guiding them forward. At other times, fear rises like a heavy mist, covering the light and making them tremble. They are not lost in the sense of having no direction. They are walking a path of awakening, but it is heavy and hard. They do not want to lose you. In fact, the thought of losing you terrifies them, but they are also afraid of being fully seen by you. Because to be seen by you, dear one, is to be known in a way they have never allowed anyone to know them before. This is not a card of betrayal, the angels say. It is not rejection. It is not disinterest. It is a card of silent suffering, of inner conflict, of someone trying to hold back their shadows so they do not spill into the light of the one they love. Your soulmate does not want to burden you. They do not want their confusion to become your weight, so they retreat. They hide. They stay silent. But silence does not mean absence. Silence does not mean they have stopped feeling. In truth, their silence is filled with longing. Their heart keeps whispering, even if their lips do not move. I am lost. I don't know how to be the person you deserve, but I have never stopped feeling you with me. They carry wounds from the past, mistakes, regrets, moments they wish they could change. And sometimes they wonder if you could love them still, even if you knew the darkest parts of their story. They are afraid of disappointing you. They are afraid of showing you the brokenness they carry, the guilt they hide, the fears that linger in their quietest hours. Yet what they do not yet see is that healing does not come through hiding. Healing comes through love. Healing comes through allowing themselves to be held, even when they feel broken. The angels guide you to look beyond appearances. They ask you to trust what your spirit has been whispering all along. Have you felt the heaviness in your chest when you think of them? Have you had dreams too vivid to ignore? Dreams that leave you with a feeling you cannot explain? Has your body felt tense or unsettled as though it already knows that they are not okay? These are not coincidences. This is soul communication. This is their heart reaching for yours, even when their voice cannot. Your soulmate is sending you messages in silence. They may not yet understand the depth of their own heart, but they know one thing with certainty. The light they felt in your presence was unlike anything else they have ever known. They remember the peace of your voice. They remember the way you saw them before they had the courage to see themselves. And now, even in their darkness, That memory of you is what keeps them moving forward, one small step at a time. The angels reassure you, this darkness is not destruction. It is revelation. It is stripping away the false beliefs they once held about love, about worthiness, about who they thought they had to be loved. They are being softened, broken open, so that they can step into a new version of themselves, unguarded, true, real. You may not yet see the transformation with your eyes, but it is happening in the silence. And while they walk this difficult path, they are holding you in their heart, praying in their spirit, asking heaven that you will still be there when the dawn comes. Love, the angels remind you, is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about standing together even when the light has dimmed, trusting that the dawn will return. You are their dawn, dear one. You are the light their soul yearns for. Even if fear keeps them frozen now, your love, even from a distance, is guiding them home. And so the angels ask you to keep trusting the signs, trust the sudden thoughts, the dreams, the moments when their name rises in your heart without cause. These are whispers from their soul. You may not hear from them today, but their love is not gone. It is hidden like the moon behind clouds, waiting for the right moment to shine again. And when the clouds part, you will see that it never stopped glowing. The angels then lean closer to reveal something more tender, something almost secret. Beneath all of your soulmate's silence, beneath all their guarded strength, there lives a quiet wish, a wish for happiness with you, a wish for a kind of joy they do not even know how to describe, because it feels too beautiful, too sacred to put into words. They have pictured it in their solitude, moments with you that feel simple yet divine, a breakfast where the air is softer because you are there, a walk where laughter feels like home, an evening where silence itself is a comfort, simply because it is shared with you. These are not daydreams only. They are prayers of the heart. Your soulmate struggles not because they do not want you, but because the life they imagine with you feels too good, almost too much to ask for. They wonder if they deserve it. They wonder if, after everything, such a dream could still be real. They wear masks of contentment in the world, showing others that they are fine, that nothing is missing. But beneath those masks is an ache to be loved as they truly are, without pretense, without accomplishments, without defenses, just loved as themselves. Every smile they give to the world hides the same question: will I ever truly be happy without them? And the angels say this question is becoming heavier and heavier in their heart. It lingers in their mind when they wake. It presses on their chest at night. It shadows even their happiest moments. For they know, deep down, that every form of joy feels incomplete without you. The angels want you to trust what you already sense, that ache you feel without reason, that sudden rush of warmth as though your name was carried on the wind. Those are their soul's messages to you. They are not content without you. They may still be afraid, but their heart knows where home is. They are awakening, dear one, awakening to the truth that love like this cannot be controlled, cannot be silenced, cannot be denied. Awakening to the realization that no success, no achievement, no security can replace the peace of being with you. They are learning that happiness is not found outside but within, in the presence of true connection. And though fear still clings, their soul is stirring. The angels know you have wondered why they have not come forward if all of this is true. They explain it gently. Fear has become a prison for them. They replay their mistakes over and over, afraid that they have already lost you, afraid that if they reach out, they will find only silence in return. They wonder if you have moved on. They fear rejection, and so they hesitate, even though their heart longs for you. But the angels ask you to see their silence not as forgetting, but as grief. It is remorse. It is love trying to find its way back through ruins. It is the cry of a soul that knows what it once held was sacred and is terrified it may never hold it again. You, dear one, are asked to stand in faith. Faith that love this deep never dies. Faith that your connection is not broken, only transforming. Faith that when one soul calls, the other hears. Though your person is still gathering strength, the bond between you has not weakened. It is breathing. It is healing. It is pulling them closer, not through force, but through truth. This is not just a story of longing. The angels say it is a story of rebirth. Their heart is being reshaped. They are learning to love with tenderness instead of fear, with honesty instead of pride, with presence instead of control. The angels are guiding them, whispering courage into their spirit, and you are being asked to trust the process, to keep your heart soft, your light steady, for soon the silence will not be silence anymore. It will become words. It will become action. It will become the dawn after a long night. And when that day comes, you will see that the love you felt, the signs you trusted, the faith you carried were never in vain.